The next prison to hold Shao must be stronger.
If you'll allow it, I will confine him to the void.
To protect history, you will be imprisoned in the void.
Because that worked so well the last time.
What will Liu Kang do when he catches the sorcerers?
Banish them to the void.
The void awaits you and Shang Tsung.
It will hold me no better than Lei Qin.
How do you know this?
Kronika came to each of us. For our help, she offered places in her new era. For refusing her, we were banished to a void beyond time.
We could observe the events leading up to your siege of the keep, but we were powerless to intervene.
But then you killed Kronika. The void seal was broken open, permitting our escape via the hourglass.
Shang Tsung, Fujin, Nightwolf, all were seen in the Colosseum. How is that possible?
It should not be. Those cast into the void do not return.
If Shang Tsung were to...
I am aware, Garrus. Take Frost and find them. We must discern from when and whence they came.
There are many kinds of demons?
The worst are the Enenra.
I've been having visions of demons.
What were they? Enenra?
The very core of Smoke's being and dislodged his earliest memories. Tomas Rabada was only a boy when he was abducted by an obscure cult and sacrificed to a demon. Burned alive, he returned to the mortal realm as an Enenra, a creature of smoke and vapor. His captors were helpless against his shapeless form as he lashed out with rage, killing them all. His murder avenged, he returned to his human form, remembering nothing of his former life. Now aware of his true identity, Smoke understands he is no mere assassin. His destiny has been revealed.
Smoke. Smoke is dead. I am Enenra.
Master Kai says I must defeat you to advance.
Then give it your best, Ashra.
Master Kai speaks highly of your skills.
He honors me with his praise. My lessons with Master Kai go well.
Has he been teaching you my leaping cheetah style?
Once a member of the White Lotus Society, Kai trained under the instruction of Liu Kang. His tutelage complete, Kai wanders the world on a quest of self-enlightenment.
Kai is a member of the White Lotus Society, which is an organization formed by Raiden to protect Earthrealm.
Kai was another character introduced in Mortal Kombat 4. We wanted an African-American character who was very nimble, very quick, like Liu Kang. We really wanted to give him projectile moves that were completely different from Liu Kang. So his fireballs go down into the ground and come up by the opponent, or he shoots them into the sky and they land down on the opponent. In Mortal Kombat 4, he actually was able to stand on his hands and walk around on his hands, which, you know, I wish we could have had created that for his alternate fighting style in Armageddon, but there really wasn't time to do that.
You will not enter the Temple of the Elements.
I will have the power you've locked away inside. You will use this map on your next mission. Quan Chi has once again retained your services.
This map you stole. It shows the way to a temple which predates man's recorded history on Earth. For thousands of years, the Temple of Elements has been hidden in what is now known as the Himalayan Mountains of Nepal. This map is the only evidence of its existence.
Fine. I get to the temple, and then what? What's inside?
A small amulet. Worthless to you, but Let's just say it has great sentimental value to me.
If it is so precious, why don't you get it yourself?
I cannot enter the temple until the 4 elements within its walls have been defeated. And I am not on the best of terms with the gods of your realm, especially your god of thunder.
You disavow me now, but you'll be back.
By Argus, that will not happen.
Delia and Argus won't save you.
They are all the protection I need. By Argus's power, by Delia's might.
I will blacken your soul till it's dark as night.
Is there any hope for those like us?
I pray to Delia every day for a miracle.
For Earthrealm to be safe, your regime must be strong.
I hope to Argus you're not doubting me, Scorpion.
Why should you be entitled to inherit Outworld?
Because that is the will of Delia and Argus.
Delia and Argus will guide me to victory.
Only the weak put their faith in gods. I have questions about Delia and Argus.
Defeat me, and I'll answer them.
Zaterrans don't worship Delia and Argus.
Those who are Umgadi do. I worship Delia and Argus, not you.
Nor would I have it otherwise.
Renounce Delia and be free of her strictures.
My faith in the goddess is what gives my life meaning.
You are a son of Argus. I do not lie when I claim divinity. You took godhood from me?
Because in no timeline had you used it wisely. Pride has been your downfall in all timelines.
Then why not change me in this one? Why still consider me a threat?
History suggests your remorse is not permanent.
Mara is banished from the Imperial Court.
Do not hold my crimes against my mother.
Kronika was dead, the hourglass taken, and Edenia's future mine to command. I had obtained all I had wanted. All except that which I had wanted most, to know the true story of my parentage. That I was a bastard I knew, born of an illicit affair between the Edenian god Argus and a mortal woman, Amara. But what I didn't know, until the hourglass showed me, was that I and my mother were both victims. She hadn't abandoned me. Thanks to my father's lies, she had thought me stillborn. I was stolen away and left to rot among peasants, while my mother died from grief. Argus hid his scandal and his shame by killing the one person who ever loved me. For that, he will die. As will his sons, Taven and Dagon. His beloved wife Delia, she I will let live. Let her heart break as my mother's did, as she weeps over her children's corpses.
There's never been a Taven or Dagon here. Maybe your Liu Kang has fixed this timeline.
Taven. Son of the Edenian god Argus, Taven awoke from a centuries-long sleep to a future where powerful combatants wreak havoc upon the realms. To prevent Armageddon, he and his brother Dagon must undertake a quest that will decide the fate of the world.
Taven is an Edenian half-god. His father is a god, like Raiden. His mother is a mortal sorceress.
That looks like Mother having one of her visions. And this must be Father speaking with the Elder Gods. These sleeping figures might be my brother and I.
He has a brother, Dagon, and he and his brother have been put on a quest by their parents that may ultimately save the realms from Armageddon.
Was I drastically different in past timelines?
One could say that, Tanya.
Liu Kang says I'm different in this timeline. How?
I can reveal no more than he has, Tanya.
Who is this Shinnok you worship? The Prince of Darkness and Lord of the Netherrealm.
Follow me, Liu Kang. Raiden has asked that I lead you to him.
What about the others?
He has something special planned for them.
Tanya, what's going on?
I don't know what Katana saw in you. Can't you see, Liu Kang? This is a trap!
Welcome, Shaolin warrior. Your Thunder God is beaten. Earth's warriors destroyed. You are the last remnants of the forces of light. Do you wish to beg for mercy from your new master, the Lord Shinnok?
Never, sorcerer!
Fool!
You can summon dragons. A power I gained by defeating Blaze.
The fire of Blaze transformed Tanya into a being known as a dragon caller. With a mere thought, she was able to summon dragon spirits from the ether into corporeal form. With an army of dragons at her command, she conquered the universe realm by realm. Soon Shao Kahn himself would call her Master.
Are Tanya's of all timelines this evil? Mine is no better.
You should meet mine. She's a vast improvement.
Damashi offered a hand up. I had to take it.
Your selfishness nearly destroyed the Empire.
Damashi's true identity shocked me.
It shocked us all, Quan Chi.
Why did Titan Shang Tsung name his alter ego Damashi?
Damashi was the greatest deceiver in history.
Greetings, Shujinko.
Who? What are you?
Do not be afraid. I am Damashi. I am an emissary of the Elder Gods.
Your thoughts on the ancient scrolls I found.
The Kamidogu they speak of can't be real.
I do not understand. The Kamidogu should have been transported to the Elder Gods. Why is it not happening?
Because you have not completely finished the quest.
What are you?
Ah, yes. Familiar words. Perhaps this will help you to understand.
Damashi! What has he done to you? Let him go!
Shujinko, please save me! Oh, fool! Damashi does not exist. The avatar you see before you is merely a projection of my consciousness. I manipulated this astral puppet from beyond the boundaries of death, and in turn, manipulated you. I deceived you into bringing me the means of attaining ultimate mastery over reality.
So it seems that I have indeed known you all these years. Then by what name shall I call you now? Tell me who you really are, demon.
I am Onaga, the Dragon King of Outworld and soon-to-be ruler of all that exists.
Does Onaga exist in your timeline? Exist in it? He rules it.
I can't wait for the chaos Onaga will unleash.
You know I plan to release him?
If Reiko frees Onaga from Mount Sagi...
I am aware, Liu Kang. I know the legends.
I don't need your help to defend the Empress.
If Reiko revives Onaga, you will need more than just mine.
Any final words before I face Onaga?
Pray, Reiko.
Who is this Onaga Shao wants to tame?
The most dangerous creature to ever roam Outworld.
I may need sorcery to tame Onaga.
You cannot enlist me in your fool's errand.
Surely you need help controlling Onaga.
Not from you, sorcerer.
Attack again, and you'll lose again.
Not this time. I've tamed Onaga.
Onaga, former Emperor of Outworld, the Dragon King.
It is a pleasure to know this iteration of you.
What was wrong with the others?
I can't imagine my mother ever having been evil.
It was not a look she wore well.
My past iteration sounds like a screeching harpy.
Many are thankful for the changes I made. I'm told your evil twin was something else.
The thought of her repulses me. You killed your Jared? The weakling ninny ceased being useful.
In the beginning, Shao Kahn invaded Edenian, murdered my husband Jared, and forced me to be his bride. That's the story. But it's a lie. One I told, lest I lose the faith of my subjects, or of my daughter, Kitana. The truth, Jared was weak, destined to fail. By betraying him, I gained a better lover, and the ultimate weapon. A conqueror to unite all realms, and put them at my beck and call. Then, Kronika upended history, and I found myself confronting a future in which I had been dead for centuries. My so-called family had failed me in every way. Kitana broke my heart worst. Instead of uniting the realms, she sought to liberate them. As if the wasteland savages could ever be more than serfs. Ever the caring mother, I had to discipline my little princess. And after that, I had to discipline a titan. Now, I have defeated Kronika, outgrown Shao Kahn and Kitana. I have no more family. No more rivals. No more gods. I sit above them all, on a throne that unites all realms and all realities. Whoever you are, wherever you are, when you are before me, kneel. For I am Sindel, Empress of Time, and you exist only to serve me. In my reality, Shao forced me into marriage. I will break you free of that bondage.
The spell that bewitched Queen Sindel had been broken. She did battle with Shao Kahn and slew him. Punishment for the suffering he brought upon her and millions of others throughout the realms. She dissolved the sorcery that bound Edenia with Outworld and began restoring her realm to its former glory. The many races of Outworld were impressed. Not only had Sindel defeated Shao Kahn, but she had shown great leadership in chaotic times. They willingly offered her their allegiance. Under Sindel's governance, the realms of Edenia and Outworld remain merged in spirit.
You're as evil as the despots of antiquity.
How dare you compare me to those dark Khans?
In the distance, I can feel it. It's Dark Khan.
You seek to destroy me. Good. Give in to your rage. Unleash your aggression. Fight!
So you have met my new initiate.
Be cautious. She means to eclipse you.
As they traveled back to the portal that would return them to Earthrealm, Sub-Zero revealed to Frost that she had been an integral part in the destruction of the Deadly Alliance, and that he was proud to have her as a member of the Lin Kuei clan. But unknown to Sub-Zero, Frost's true intention for joining the Lin Kuei was to become Grandmaster herself. She used her Ice Blast to temporarily immobilize him and rip the Dragon Medallion from his chest. As she held the medallion, she felt power surge through her body. lacking the strength and discipline required to control the medallion's immense power. She was consumed by her own freezing ability.
I've given Kotal Shao's old post.
That Arch-Tech could never replace him.
Shao Kahn? General Kotal.
Kotal Khan.
Khan? Pathetic fool. You pretend to my throne.
It is mine, by right and deed. You were killed long ago, as was your repugnant spawn Melina.
Produce Hotaru, or watch Outworld burn!
Sidon refugees will not be returned.
You rebelled against your betters?
Hotaru and his ilk are not my betters.
Hotaru's mission is to keep order at any and all costs.
Hotaru is an interesting character. He kind of has this whole loyalty and order persona, and he has kind of a big presence.
So with Hotaru and Havoc, we wanted to try, what about chaos and order? Hotaru is basically on the order side. Havoc is on the chaos side. For instance, Hotaru actually sides with the Dragon King for the sole reason that he will bring order to the universe. You know, he doesn't care how he brings order to the universe, but he will bring order to the universe. Hotaru will uphold the letter of the law, regardless of the consequences or the means to get there.
Return to Saido, Dairu. Where did you learn my real name?
Dairu.
After his family was murdered, Dairu's hunger for revenge allowed him to be tricked into killing an innocent man. Now the former Satan guardsman works alone as a mercenary. He takes assignments where he can find them, whether they are noble or not.
Dairu was a part of the same military force as Hotaru in the realm of order. Dairu was accused of a crime and was about to be sentenced. Eventually Dairu breaks free and becomes a rogue.
There's another tournament coming up?
In the next one, we fight Saido.
The Shokan delegation has arrived early.
Oh, King Gorba can wait till we're through.
Your Sundo isn't a metropolis. It's a tiny village in a remote province.
This is Li Mei. She seeks asylum for her people in Earthrealm.
Our village, Sundo, was the epicenter of a fierce battle.
Word on the street is Movado is in Sundo.
Do not attempt to capture him alone, Li Mei.
Movado.
A leader of the Red Dragon clan, Movado has undertaken a ruthless campaign of extermination against his rivals, the Black Dragon. Scouring the realms for his sworn enemies, Movado vows that he will not rest until every last trace of the Black Dragon has been erased.
Movado is from Earthrealm. He's a high-ranking member of the Red Dragon clan. His main objective has been to eradicate any members of the Black Dragon clan.
Charon can find the hourglass, can't he?
The boatman would never lead you to it.
You should have aided Chronica, Charon. Now you must suffer.
I am immortal, Devora. You cannot kill me.
This one needs only render you unfit to ferry Chronica's enemies.
Your spiritual journey will be long and arduous.
Whatever it takes, I will cleanse my soul. Was I alive in previous timelines?
You have sought absolution in all of them.
You have poor taste in disguises.
Ah, when will you forgive me for that hat? Your Chris would look outstanding on my mantle.
I could never part with the Tusha.
Noob Saibot was not originally a demon, which might explain why Ashra sent such great evil in him. He had to earn his place in the Netherrealm. He actually desired to remain there. His companion, however, seemed to be having a problem adjusting. Perhaps there was some good left in the cyborg. Whatever the case, Noob would have to face Ashra alone. Ashra defeated Noob Saibot and finally earned her ascension from the Netherrealm. But the sword that made her escape possible did not travel with her. I suspect it still remains in the Netherrealm, waiting to release another of its denizens from damnation.
You have a family legacy to uphold.
How do you know of the great Kung Lao? You trained my ancient ancestor?
The great Kung Lao was my grandest champion.
Why are the great Kung Lao's victories hidden?
The world is not yet ready to know them.
I also met the great Kung Lao.
Is there anyone in Outworld that hasn't? I suppose you met the great Kung Lao too.
No. He was before my time.
Kung Lao had avenged his ancestor's death and saved Earthrealm from Shao Kahn's brutality. In quiet reflection with Raiden at the grave of the great Kung Lao, he touched the modest stone marker. Images of past events, moments of someone else's life, flashed through his mind, concluding with a lost battle against Goro. Raiden theorized that Kung Lao had unlocked memories of his past life. The Kung Lao that stood before Raiden was in fact the reincarnation of the great Kung Lao, who had been defeated by Goro 500 years ago. He had accomplished in the present what he could not in the past.
My cousin, Kung Jin, is fascinated by the Yakuza.
Do whatever it takes to quash that interest.
Blood of Kung Lao, descendant of the great Kung Lao, a common thief. Did you think you could walk unimpeded into my temple and walk out again without my complicity? There lies ahead a brighter path, one that will truly honor your ancestors, one that is worthy of you. Go to the Wuxi Academy, join the Shaolin, like Kung Lao before you.
I can't. They won't accept.
They care only about what is in your heart, not whom your heart desires.
It's too late for me.
It is never too late, Kung Jin.
Tell me more about this Suchin.
She is one of a kind, Kung Lao.
Protection from what?
From those who murdered your mother.
She died in an accident.
That is the story I asked Master Hasashi to tell you. But in truth, your mother was killed by Red Dragon assassins. I was the target. Suchin was the victim.
Son of a bitch! It was your fault!
Your father has devoted his life to fighting animals like the Red Dragon. It is they who are without honor.
Come near Harumi or the Shirarayu.
How nobly you protect your family and clan.
That Harumi is quite the catch.
I doubt Kuai Liang could have done better. You and Harumi are a lot alike, Princess.
Your Kuai Liang has excellent taste.
Your bride is no stranger to Outworld, Scorpion.
You know of Harumi?
I hear that Kuai Liang is now married.
Harumi is just as fierce as he is.
You still haven't told me how you know Harumi.
Only she can tell you.
Stay away from Harumi.
In this war, family isn't off limits.
Harumi.
your clan, your family. That is not me.
Wasn't I to face Hanzo today?
Kuai Liang didn't feel he was ready. Your thoughts on our new initiate?
Hanzo shows great promise. How goes it with the new boy Hanzo?
He'll soon be a full Shirai Ryu.
Hanzo must master his anger.
We will teach him the way.
When I kill you, I'll enslave your soul.
You aren't that good a sorcerer, Quan Chi.
Scorpion, we can...
My name is Hanzo Hasashi! You killed my wife, my son, and then you burrowed your way into my head, misdirected my vengeance, cost me my one chance to have them restored!
Your family,
Ah! Quiet, sorcerer. Nothing can help you now.
Keep Countess Jade close. She is critical to your future.
Is it possible you could be more cryptic?
I understand you have met Countess Jade.
Is that important? Who will she be to me?
Have you any concerns about Katana's new acquaintance?
Countess Jade? Not in the least.
You're more my sister than Melina.
Then why must we fight again?
Where there are siblings, there's rivalry.
Your Melina is a hybrid? Created to please Emperor Shao Kahn.
You will stand before my father and confess your deeds. I would not disturb you, father, if this matter were not of utmost importance. I felt you should know what Shang Tsung has been doing as of late. This conjurer has created horrid replicas of me, crossbred with Tarkatan blood. One was alive and attacked me.
Well done, sorcerer.
You know? You approve? How could you? My own father!
I am your emperor! Your father was a weakling Edenian king. I annihilated him while merging his realm with Outworld, and took his queen as my wife. If only I had not allowed Sindel to convince me of your worth. But now, I have a true daughter!
Raiden was right. You have lied to me my entire life.
Escort her to the tower. I will make an example of her. Return to the flesh pits. Bring me my daughter, Melina.
Do we share blood? Yes, but we are not brothers.
Brother, we share blood. We are not brothers.
I am glad you and the Empress found each other.
Are you the reason we're together?
Your future with the Empress is not set.
She and I will overcome all obstacles.
Why pine for the new weakling Empress?
Because I see the strengths you're blind to.
Dearest Tanya.
Shall we proceed, Empress?
It will be my pleasure.
Melina Khanum.
I love when you use my title.
Enough formalities. Ready to work up a sweat?
However, shall we do that?
Here's one way.
You and my Titan double seemed very familiar.
Why shall remain shrouded in mystery.
Liu Kang isn't a god in your timeline? A god? He's my consort.
I knew you had potential, Liu Kang.
Then you agree with Raiden's choice?
Easily his best decision.
Nothing will come between us.
Is that a proposal, Liu Kang?
A solemn vow.
So the crown's making your head heavy.
There is no end to the stress.
Then let's release some, Kitana.
I cannot reveal more details of prior timelines.
Come on! At least tell me if she was hot. So last time around, I hooked up with someone else?
Spoilers, Johnny Cage.
You really have to go?
Well, you've got your duty, Commander, and I got mine.
Starring in yet another Ninja Mime sequel isn't what I'd call duty.
I need to provide for you in the manner to which you've become accustomed.
Jeez, guys, I'm right here.